Hello and welcome to Acoustic Review. My name is Ben Morgan Brown and today I'm looking at the F-240E from Guild guitars. Part of Guild's Newark Street range, the F-240E features a jumbo body with a solid Sitka spruce top and laminated mahogany back and sides. The mahogany neck has a Powell Ferro fingerboard with a 25.5 inch scale length and a 1 11/16 nut width. The Powell Ferro bridge has a compensated bone saddle with a 2 1/4 inch string spacing. The entire guitar is finished in satin polyurethane, electronics are provided by a Fishman Sonitone GT1, and the guitar has an RRP of £389. Let's have another listen to the F-240E now, and then please join me afterwards for my thoughts. Given the guitar a quick once over, I get the impression of a no frills but well made instrument, an impression that close inspection confirms, externally at least. The finish is well applied, the fret ends are nicely dressed, and the guitar is simple but neat. Internally, it's not quite the same story. There's a large amount of glue overspill around the bridge plate and braces, and a few of the finger braces don't quite line up with the main X brace. Structurally, the guitar looks fine, and the glue overspill, although messy, shouldn't be an issue unless an internal repair is needed at some point. But it is a shame the same amount of care wasn't given to the inside of the guitar as it was to the outside. They obviously weren't anticipating me coming along with my little internal inspection mirror. Moving on to the tone, I felt the guitar had a clean, bold and dry sound, with a punchy attack. There's a lot of directness with a focus on the fundamental. This is not a guitar that is rich in overtones, but it is very lively feeling with a satisfying thump in the low end. The trebles are clear sounding, but I think the lack of overtones made them sound a little thin for single note playing. Where they really shone though was with country blues or Travis Pickens styles, where the melody notes on top stayed pure and cut through, supported by the clean bass tone. From the playing perspective, strumming could sound a little bright, but out front there was clearly more low end in the mix. It seemed to me quite a controlled sound that would sit well with other instruments, but it also has the potential to become more powerful and full under a harder attack. The Sonitone pickup is a pretty standard sounding undersaddle. It's got a decent output level and bass response. It's a tad clunky in the mids and on the top, but there's no surprises, and it should do the job in a live situation, admittedly without blowing away the audience with its accurate acoustic tone. The playability was a slightly mixed bag for me. I enjoyed the fuller than expected C-neck profile, and the action was just low enough to be comfortable but high enough to ensure a clean and full sound under a heavier hand, but I found the string spacing at the nut troublesome. My own guitars are 1 3/4 inches, so I sometimes feel a bit cramped on a 1 11/16 nut, but the two outside strings on this guitar are placed quite far in from the fingerboard edge, so I found this guitar particularly tight. Some players will prefer the feel of the strings being closer together, of course, but for me, an extra millimetre either side would have been very welcome. At £389, this guitar is sitting in a position where the choice for players can sometimes feel overwhelming. I think the Guild brand will help this guitar stand out from the crowd, but I also think the lively tone and response, combined with the punchy dryness and potential for more power, means I'd say you're getting a lot of sound for your pound. Overall, I think the F-240E is a guitar that delivers the goods at a fair price, albeit with more attention spent on outward appearance and tone than internal build cleanliness. There's always some compromises to be made when building to a price point, and ultimately perhaps the most important takeaway from this guitar is that it has an inspiring focused tone that belies its affordable price. I hope you've enjoyed this video from Acoustic Review. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon to be kept up to date when we post new videos, and I look forward to seeing you next time.